I see it, you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to be free. Look around, it's more busted than, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Jenkins City, and I can see niggas don't want to be free on the beach. They never kiss ass and treat it like trash, like the beach flags. Niggas don't want to be free, 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 free. Now I guess that change is up the grade. How can you spirit to do together today? It's a damn shame. These ain't niggas don't want to be free from the beach. Fuck them to bring the aim, get down with this damn to eat. And fuck with this evil what I think about this black king. My enemies stay mad at me, cause I refuse to turn the other cheek. I can't kiss the beast's ass with this feeling bad. I'm prolific, God gifted, to fight to keep in sight. I write that we can fight the fight with true conviction. My real niggas listen, pay attention to the wisdom, brainwash, whitewash niggas. They don't want to be free from the wicked democratic G.O.P. headed by the beach. Niggas better kiss ass if you treat like trash. By the roof of glass, if you can live a lot from the crash. Dummy, walking black zombie, but no shit about ancient history. And you wonder why it's a mystery. While the devil can't make black people hate his true identity. Some centuries of brutality. Now niggas want to be Indian. Some motherfucker bring down for this real shit that I transmit locally. Niggas don't want to be free from the beach. Niggas better kiss ass if you do like trash. Black people trash. No, niggas don't want to be free, 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 free. My tongue is a lyrical cut, sworn my lord. White niggas don't want to be free from the beast. KK police still shoot niggas down the streets, and niggas just keep on voting. For these demons, brand new folks, niggas just keep on alive. While I die inside of a correctional facility at the hands of the racist hillbillies. Nigga, fuck trying to speak it at my eulogy. Nigga, raise hell for me. Make that devil bleed in retaliation. Spiritual energized to rise up in this fucking nation. Reincarnation doesn't movement with the remedy to get free from the beast. Gotta pay homage to the boys who came before me. And fuck all my enemies, cause I'm the blood of my mighty ancestor. Yeah, the predecessor. I guess I'm the chosen one. You can be the chosen, but the outspoken one. Ghetto revelator. Haters conversation. Haters debate the jealousy and envy. To discredit my papers as key. Bitch niggas be afraid to swing back at the beach. Niggas don't want to be free from the beach. Niggas better kick ass. And you treat it like trash. Like movie glass. Niggas don't want to be free from the beach. Niggas don't want to be free. Niggas better get sad. Treat it like trash. Niggas don't want to be free. Free. Peace, 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 peace. Black power, black power, black power. This is Underground Warrior TV. If this is your first time coming into my channel, make sure you mash up the likes, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Most of all, hit that notification button at the bottom, that little bell, so you always will be in the crosshairs every time I drop one of these hot videos. Yeah, that was my song right there called Niggas Don't Want to Be Free. We don't want to be free. You know what I mean? You got to take power. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. You know. The only time we're gonna have some might when black people unite. All this little petty differences that we got, we can put that to the side. All that jealousy and envy, we got to work on that. We learned that from our enemy. You know, they taught us how to, you know what I'm saying, how to hate each other. You know, according to the William Lynch, how he, you know, put it down. They say he didn't exist, but the way that situation went down, how they said it went down in 1712, it parallels up to how we live today. So who the hell to say William Lynch couldn't have been real? Because it's the light skin against the dark skin, the old against the young. You feel what I'm saying? The man against the woman. The house nigga gets the field nigga. You know, you see that every day. You got to make them jealous of one another. You feel what I'm saying? And you must make them love us. And that's why niggas don't want to be free. They love them instead of loving the self, focusing on self. We scared to unite because we want to, because we scared to unite because we fear what the ruling class gonna think about niggas unite. A lot of niggas scared to unite because they scared of the white man, what he's gonna do militarily, you know, what he's gonna do monetarily. You know, it's gonna take the money, it's gonna take our job if we unite with our brothers. You know what I'm saying? And our sisters. But that's the only way we gonna get power, is to unite as a people. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I made that particular song. Niggas don't want to be free. They'd rather kiss ass and still be treated like trash by the ruling class. That's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to be free. You know what I'm saying? Niggas fighting over religion. You know, put that shit in the back burner. That's why Pan-African may be the vehicle to get us up out of this particular situation that this devil got us in. You feel what I'm saying? Dig. Let's get off into this topic. First and foremost, I have to bang on the mainstream media. I got a lot of people, critics, who always get at me about the mainstream media. The mainstream media, sometimes it ain't what they don't reveal, it's what they conceal. When you are a conglomerate news anchor for a particular station out there, when you hear certain news, and I know they heard this news, but recently there were 5 black cops, and they now said it was another cop and another cop that may have been involved, but right now we know it's 5 black cops being held for the murder of our brother in Tennessee. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that got nationwide Tyree Nicholas, that got nationwide coverage because their brother died. You know what I'm saying? If he would have just got beaten and he never died, you know, according to his injuries, they probably would have never made the national spotlight, because we got another one. But this involves 6 deputies. And this has been swept up under the rug. I haven't seen it on the world news. Yes, this is crazy. And I'm going to read something. I want to read something, family, from a Mississippi Free Press. I want to briefly read this to y'all. I'm not making this up. I got information in the email that told me to go look this particular information up, that I might want to see it, how the mainstream media didn't cover this incident. So let me bang on the mainstream media and bang on my critics who always say the mainstream media is real live news. It give you real live up-to-date shit. Mainstream media doesn't advise black people about nothing. It's not going to help you get through this crazy ass white supremacist ass world that's geared against us, because the white supremacists own the news. The news is not going to be vital information to help black people get true freedom for itself. So Negro, the critics, I'm answering the critics, the Negro. The American government is never going to give you vital information through that idiot box, which is that TV that you sit in front of and watch your movies and get brainwashed. You don't know the signs and symbols in the movies. Negro, let me answer you. And at the same time, I'm banging on the mainstream media. Negro, you always criticizing me, but why they didn't cover this incident? where brother was shot in the mouth. Before he was shot, he was beaten and sodomized. Yes, with an object by cops. Yes, this happened January 24th in Mississippi. Racist Mississippi. You feel what I'm saying? Cause let me read this to y'all, fam. This from a Mississippi Free Press. Rankin County Sheriff Deputy tortured subject 2 black men to a waterboarding technique before shooting one of them in the mouth. Rankin County Sheriff deputies tortured and subjected 2 black men to waterboarding techniques before shooting one of them in the mouth while handcuffed. Attorneys for the men alleged in a notice of claims they delivered to the authorities Wednesday. This happened January 24th. One of the brothers is Michael Jenkins, is the one that was shot in the mouth. Michael Jenkins was beaten. This went on for hours in his pad, in his crib, in his apartment, in his house, at his residence, on a false kick-in for drugs. It was a kick-in. They went in the house and tortured these 2 black men. The documents allege that 6 white sheriff's deputies raided a private residence where Michael Jenkins, 32 years old, and Eddie Parker, 35, stayed at 135 Conley Road in Braxton, Mississippi, without warning or warrant in what the Rankin County Sheriff later called a narcotics investigation. The FBI and the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is investigating the incident. The Rankin County Sheriff Office did not reply to Mississippi Free Press requests for comments following calls on Tuesday and Wednesday. Published a report Wednesday night which included a statement from the sheriff. Multiple suspects were taken into custody and were contacted at the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation to investigate the actions of our deputies. This is what the Sheriff Department is saying. Rankin County Sheriff Brian Bailey said in a statement, "We are fully cooperating with the ongoing investigation and will continue to do so. Rest assured, if any deputies or suspects involved in this incident is found to have broken the law, he will be held accountable in accordance with the law." Look, while in handcuffs, racial slurs were used by 6 officers, calling them nigger at different points. Shabazz continued. Their lawyer is Malik Shabazz. Black power to Malik Shabazz. I know right now, Malik Shabazz, you got a Tarhaka Bay, Moore dude, one of those separatists, not black, not African, but Indian, and all they do is attack and troll black people on the internet, on Tarhaka Bay. I know you don't pay no attention to it, but I'm gonna ride on that fool for you because he's a counter-revolutionary. He's a counter-revolutionary. But Tarhaka Bay, he got a lot of followers. It's easy to get a lot of people to like you when you're real negative against your people. You teach your people that you're not African, you're Indian. You got a lot of people who follow that nonsense. But when it comes to true
freedom and people who want to fight for the liberation of our people, motherfuckers look for a convenient excuse to back away from struggle. That's what the Honorable Louis Farrakhan said. That people look for a convenient excuse to back away from struggle. So they rather be separatists, troll other brothers who's doing something in the hood, doing something for our people, like Malik Shabazz, Black Power to Malik Shabazz. Shabazz continued. In addition, Rakim County deputies, while these men were handcuffed for over 90 minutes, these deputies repeatedly pointed guns to their heads, both of them, and threatened to kill them. These are white officers. Why this ain't in the news? Why this is not in the news? Can somebody tell me why the mainstream media is not picking up on this? See, we got the 5 black cops who did that to Tyree Nicholas. They swept them brothers up under the rug real quick. When I mean not hiding it, swept them up. When I mean they swept that shit up real quick, fired them, locked them up. They facing a murder beat. You know what I'm saying? But these 5 cops, these 5 deputies, or was it 6 deputies? 6 deputies that jumped on these brothers and shot one in the mouth, and they sodomized the one brother. That's just fucked up shit right there. And this shit that hit the news, a cop sodomizing a black man that hit the news, that hit the major networks. Shout out to black media for advising me on this particular, because I went and looked it up. When I got this information, the email, I went on YouTube. It's only a few people who want to speak on this. That's funny too. It's only a few people, not even a handful of people. But it's my duty is to spread this, make this shit go viral, man. Let everybody know what's going down in Mississippi. Man, listen, it says, while in handcuffs, racial slurs were used by 6 officers, calling them niggas and pointing guns to their heads. This went on for 90 minutes. These deputies repeatedly pointed guns to the heads of both men and threatened to kill them. But at the end of it, while handcuffed, Michael Jenkins had a gun placed in his mouth by a Rankin County deputy. Rankin County deputy in Mississippi. Y'all got to spread this, let everybody know, put everybody up on this. We put pressure on mainstream media so mainstream media can put this out here and keep exposing these fools for what they do, man. Man, we got to keep exposing these hoes. These psycho-ass swine. I don't fuck with the swine, period. I don't like pigs, you dig? I don't eat the pig, you dig? I don't like no parts of the pig. You feel what I'm saying? I know why the pigs were invented. I know why the po-chop cops were invented. Cops were the slave captures. When brothers and sisters used to run away from that slave plantation, the motherfucking slave massacred the locals, the neighbors in the community, police jobs to capture and bring back the runaways, black folks. You feel me? That's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some real shit that I told y'all. Check it out, how the police was formed, the local slave captures. You feel me? They intended to kill this brother. This is attempted murder. Shooting a brother in the mouth. Sodomizing this brother. See, it's a lot of stuff that ain't got out. And mainstream media swept this shit up under the rug, man. I want y'all to look this up, man. I'm gonna say it happened January 24th. Mississippi cop. You can put that in your search engine. Look that up. Six white sheriffs, deputies shoot a black man in Mississippi. That's all you gotta do is put it in your search engine in Google. It'll come up, and spread the content. Spread the content. You know, we got to get on these Neanderthals, man. You know, can we unite on that? Spread this news. You know, we don't like to unite for nothing else but nonsense. We can unite to kill each other. That's easy, ain't it? Just unite up against each other. You know, motherfuckers like trying to gang up on one motherfucker. You know, the coward shit. I watched like 20 niggas beat one nigga down. They patting themselves on the back like they did some shit. Niggas do some coward shit these days and think this gangster. You know what I mean? Think this motherfucking gangster. Let's get on this gangster right here. Let's spread this information about the two brothers who got beaten by the police, guns pointed to their heads. One brother get a gun in his mouth and they squeeze the motherfucking trigger. He'd have been through multiple operations, and it's reported that they took, I guess, their batons and put it up the brother's anus. That's a goddamn shame. And this shit ain't hit world news. Shame on world news media. ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I look at that news, I get what I can out of it, but I know they don't give me the vital information. I'm not going to sit there and just look at this news and scared to go on YouTube, scared to go on the website and look at some information that I know that's concrete. You know, a lot of information that's on YouTube and on websites and stuff that you could look up is stuff I've been studying anyway. Back in the day, I'm just learning new stuff and then going over the old stuff that I was learning back in the day so I could, you know, retain it mentally. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, mainstream media, man, they get an F, man. They don't report the missing black women. They don't tell everybody about the missing body parts out of black people when they find the bodies. They keep all that shit secretly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is Underground Warrior TV. Make sure y'all mash up them likes, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to leave y'all with a little something, man, to put something on your mind, to let y'all know I ain't giving y'all no wrong information. I'm giving y'all right and exact information. And, you know, I don't get into all that. You know what I'm saying? So, peace and love and, you know, black power, Pan-Africanism. Peace.
Two Rankin County men are accusing the sheriff's department of excessive force after an arrest led to one of the suspects being shot.
So this is Leah Wing spoke with the plaintiffs in this case and their attorneys. And Leah, what are they saying so far?
Well, Byron, Michael Jenkins says a Rankin County deputy handcuffed and shot him in the mouth 3 weeks ago. He says he was discharged from UMMC yesterday. Jenkins and another man, Eddie Parker, say they were in Eddie's home in Braxton when 6 deputies entered without a warrant and abused them. Attorneys say Jenkins was charged with aggravated assault and possession of a controlled substance, and Parker was charged with disorderly conduct and possession of drug paraphernalia. Now they are calling for those charges to be dropped and for the deputies involved to face consequences.
These officers used and violated the laws of excessive force, illegal search and seizure, inadequate training and supervision against Rankin County. They don't supervise and monitor anything.
I mean, we were beaten, we were, you know, handcuffed.
It was traumatizing, man. It was a night of hell, something I never thought I would go through. We would call, names. We would, talk to all wrong, but all because of the color of our skin.
Attorneys for Jenkins and Parker plan to file a civil rights complaint with the Rankin County Chancery Court in the morning. The Rankin County Sheriff said in a statement that any deputy or suspect found breaking the law during this incident will be held accountable. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation has stepped in since it's an officer-involved shooting. Melanie Byron, back to you.